So if you're one of those people that could actually get tickets for PAX on time and you didn't catch the Wuhan virus, I've got some good news. You can now go to one of gaming's biggest open frat house parties while also being able to play a lot of the hottest new demos and rub shoulders with people way cooler than you. Just not The Last of Us 2 apparently, no one's cool enough for that yet. Despite that, everyone seems to get a little lost at their first time at PAX, and I've got 6 tips here to help you survive PAX East 2020. PAX is hosted in the Boston Convention Center, which, for those of you who have access to Google Maps, is located in the coldest tundra of Massachusetts. It's going to be freezing, and you might be waiting outside in line for a long time. So bring a jacket, or at least put on a second layer of clothing. You'll thank yourself later. If you're feeling something stylish, you could always rely on a hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate since the inside of the center is heated. Just know that Boston is in the low 30s this week, so dress with how much ever grit you think you have. For cosplayers though, I confess we really don't have any advice other than attaching a ton of adhesive hand warmers to your skin. PAX is attached to something that might resemble a hotel, but you need to look at the parking and realize that it's whatever it is, it's not going to be good. Take a good look at Google Maps, or in the instance that your hotel is far away, learn the bus routes or subway, if that's what they call the subway in Boston anyway. It's bad enough that you'll spend most of your time there waiting on lines, so you might as well not ruin your morning looking for parking spots. This is the only time anyone will ever tell you it's okay to eat McDonald's for breakfast, mainly because the food in the center is not cheap. In fact, it's an outright robbery in there. The main problem is that you're going to be spending almost all of your day in there, maybe less if you're there for the trip instead of the con. But regardless, you do much better just buying a cheap burger or hot dog at a street vendor before going inside if you have any interest in spending the money on actual stuff. Thankfully, you're right in the middle of a giant metropolitan city where there's more than enough good food you haven't tried yet. So even if you want to spend big, you have food that absolutely tanks the competition inside. PAX is expensive, not only in the general price of admission, but in almost everything inside. But almost everything inside is awesome and costs money. So take notes and don't buy everything on the first day. Pace yourself with money because there will always be something that catches your eye on the last day, and you're gonna have to walk away from it if you haven't been smart over the weekend. Obviously, this builds on the other idea of not buying expensive PAX food. Trust me though, a flaming bag of hot Cheetos in your pocket will just be way cheaper. Just make sure you wash your hands after you eat them. Though, as a side trick, it's worth noting that PAX has to check every bag and backpack that gets brought into the convention center, but without one, you can mostly just breeze by security. Thankfully, more than enough booths will be giving out free bags, so you only really need to bring a bag if you need one. Otherwise, just grab some tacky nylon and make your life easier. I know we told you less than 2 minutes ago that it's okay to eat McDonald's for breakfast. You also need to realize, though, that you're going to be at this con most of the day, especially if you're a journalist or a larger part of the event. Meaning that you'll probably find yourself tuckered out at some point, and just as a rough note, the bathroom lines are absolutely miserable, so take breaks and veg out a bit before you vomit on someone's Sailor Moon cosplay. This also extends to being home, as you need to prep yourself in whatever you need, be that snacks, clothing, or soap. Someone's gonna smell bad, and I'd rather it not be someone who watches this video. Come on, dude, if you paid almost $200 to get here, you can spend $3 on a bar of soap. And don't be a dick! So put this in the bar of soap category of things you don't really need us to tell you to do, but I'm going to anyway. Not only are there plenty of enforcers looking for nerds to bully, and you really don't want to be the cause of someone's 3,000 karma on Reddit, but you need to know everyone's there to have fun. Sure, things might get intense, or the lines will suck, but I can recommend you plenty of ASMR tracks out there to keep you distracted during the wait. Alright, I'm done lecturing you, both patronizingly on the epics of soap and this video. If you got anything out of this, I'd ask you to both leave a like on the video to help us keep going afloat, and buy that damn soap, please. Obviously, some of our staff will be in attendance, so feel free to approach one of us and say something. Mostly because I've placed a bet that if I add this part into the video, no one's going to actually do it. That's all for today. I've got some more on my plate for now, but I'll spend the other half of my time whining and moaning on the internet. Take care of yourselves. I'm out.